Hello beautiful people, my name is Vendi and this is Top 5 Wednesday. If you don't know what Top 5 Wednesday is and you'd like to find out, I'll leave the Goodreads group and the creators links all in my description bar below. Today I'm going to be telling you the top 5 books that I didn't get to in 2017 that I really wanted to. I read 95 books in 2017, or 96, and with a number like that, you might think that I got to every single one I wanted to, but I always have more books than I have time. So without further ado, here are the ones that I regret most not getting to and that I'm really excited to get to in 2018. Number 5 is a book that I actually have a physical copy of, so I have no excuse for not having read it yet, and that is The Winner's Curse by Marie Rukowski. I feel like everyone and their mother has already read The Winner's Curse and the rest of the trilogy, actually. It was incredibly popular on BookTube about a year or two ago. However, despite this hype, I don't really know much about this book. All I know is that the main character, Kestrel, is a strong female character without doing the default strong woman character thing, which is basically sort of rejecting all feminine gender roles. Kestrel is very much a girl's girl, and she's really, really smart. And that's all I know about this series, really. And all I want to know. I need me some strong female characters who are strong up here more than they are in here. Not that I dislike ladies who can lift things. I really like those too. It's just, we have so many of those, and I feel like it's a cop-out when you're writing a female lead. So I'm really excited to read a girl who's got a good head on her shoulders for once in YA. Number 4 is one that I've seen on just about everyone's TBRs in the past year and then on everyone's wrap-ups in the past year, and I'm more excited about it every single time I hear about it, and that's Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. The only other things I've read by Laini Taylor are the Daughter of Smoke and Bone series, which I absolutely adored. I know that I love her writing. It's very lyrical and whimsical, and it's absolutely beautiful. Laini Taylor is definitely writing goals. Strange the Dreamer is, I think, about a librarian who's really, really interested in the city that's so old and so forgotten that even its name is lost. As a giant book nerd, any sort of anything to do with libraries and librarians and lost cities is definitely right up my alley, so I'm really excited to get to that book in 2018. Number 3 is a book that I've already sort of started reading. I got this sampler at Barnes & Noble the other day, and it has some of the 5 most anticipated books, I guess, of the year in it. It's a chapter sampler. So I've read the first chapter of Warcross by Marie Lu already, and I already know I love it. To make a long story very, very short, Warcross is about video games and political intrigue, and if that's not enough to set off your radar, I don't know what will be. It definitely is for me, and I can't wait to read it and review it and give you my in-depth thoughts on here in hopefully the coming months. Number 2 isn't a new book by any stretch of the imagination. The others were all, I think, 2018 releases, but this one's been around a while, and I feel like that makes it even less okay for me to not have picked it up by now, and that's Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. As the oldest of 4 siblings, I've always been drawn to stories with close, tight-knit families, particularly where the children are involved. In addition to close family ties, Little Women is all about a historical period where women weren't exactly on par with guys, and while that makes me angry now, I really like reading about it. Don't know why, but I'm very excited to read Little Women. I've already been spoiled for it, which might be why I haven't picked it up, but I'm still excited to see how the story is told. And lastly, most embarrassingly, number 1, the book that I most wanted to get to in 2017. I don't know why I didn't. It's a book that every time I'm in the bookstore, I'm this close to picking it up, and I never do, and that is The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas. If you don't know by now, first of all, where have you been? Hello. Welcome to BookTube. I'm assuming this is the first video you've seen at all of this. Welcome. Hi. Second of all, it's a story that was written as a reaction to police brutality against Black people and the Black Lives Matter movement. Every review that I've read about it or watched on a BookTube channel has absolutely raved about The Hate U Give, and I feel like it's the most present of the novels that I've listed so far, if that makes any sense. It deals with a very, very, very important topic that's very real now, in particular in this day and age in America. It's just such a lapse on my part to not have read it yet and not been part of this, honestly, cultural phenomenon. The Hate U Give was a #1 New York Times bestseller, and it stayed on that list for weeks and weeks and weeks on end, and I absolutely believe it was deserved, but I haven't read it yet, so I can't tell you my in-depth opinions on it, and I really want to. So that's a book that I'm gonna for sure be getting to very, very soon, I hope. Alrighty guys, that's it for me. I'll see you next time. Bye!